Hi, and welcome to the Infinite Geek. We do have a new microphone. This will hopefully be the last one that we have to buy to make us sound reasonably well. So far, as you can tell, it's working quite well.
It's pretty good.
This week is Comic-Con, so there is a lot of Comic-Con news. Dale knows more about it than me. I only know like a select things that I can't think of just now. But
helpful.
Yeah, it really is. We'll let Dale kick it off with what is it?
Well, technically, there's a couple of things that were pre-Comic-Con, but most of this is Comic-Con. But yeah.
Okay. Well, what you got then? Ramble away.
Whoa. First up is 20th Century Fox. Have you heard of them?
I don't think I have.
They cancelled a certain show.
I want Firefly back.
Don't we all? But yeah, 20th Century Fox, who, interestingly, is owned by Rupert Murdoch.
That name sounds really familiar.
The guy who owned the News of the World.
Oh.
Who was behind the whole hacking scandal.
That's not good.
Yeah, he owns 20th Century Fox, and he made an $80 billion
An $80 billion.
$80 billion offer to buy Time Warner.
What?
Yeah.
Take that away first, sorry.
Time Warner, like the massive corporation that owns Warner Brothers, New Line Cinema, DC.
Oh.
Everything.
Jesus. He's really trying to make his mark after these newspaper scandals.
Yeah. Currently,
honestly, I'm not a bad guy.
As of right now, Time Warner refused, but apparently he's still adamant about buying them.
Jesus.
Think about that for a minute. Fox owns the rights to X-Men. Time Warner owns Warner Brothers, which has the rights to DC. I'm just saying, I'm not,
Well.
Could say this happened, say Time Warner was bought by Fox, could we actually see X-Men crossing over with Justice League? Like Wolverine fighting Batman?
Whoa. X-Men in Justice League. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
X-Men is Marvel.
Yeah.
Justice League is DC.
Yeah, I'm aware of this. But this is the film rights. And both would be owned by the same company.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see it either, but could it actually happen? That's the thing.
I hope not.
Like Wolverine going up against Batman. I mean,
well, obviously Batman would lose.
Well, I mean, let's not go too far here.
True.
Have you seen Ben Affleck lately?
Oh God.
The new picture.
That's on.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Oh.
Nah.
No, I wouldn't want to see that, and you wouldn't want either.
No. DC should keep to DC, Marvel should keep to Marvel. If they're ever doing a crossover, they've done it in the comics.
Yeah.
There was
like
the Justice League versus
the Marvel Universe.
The Avengers. Why was that out of my head?
I know, right? I mean, it's only the third highest grossing film of all time.
I know, but there was a crossover there. They've done a few crossovers like that, but if they translated to film, I wouldn't like to see that. They would really mess that up.
Yeah, it'd be just like a complete shambles. And it would ruin both franchises, because I mean, X-Men just got good again.
Yeah, it did.
And, the DC universe is like...
It's starting to get more interesting.
Yes. But no, let's move on from that. Please, Fox, Rupert Murdoch, stay away.
The main thing from that there was Fox is trying to buy
Time Warner.
There you go.
Yeah.
Next point.
We got a lot to get through today, folks.
We do. We'll try to keep a reasonably sized episode. Mm-hmm. If not, I'll split it into 2 if it runs too long. So that should be a bit easier for you to listen to.
The first of many Marvel stories.
Yeah.
Are you excited about this, Chris?
Well, it's Marvel. I'm a Marvel fanboy. Do you know, after Comic-Con or during Comic-Con, I think for a month or for a week, the Marvel comic app.
Yeah.
All the comics in that are going to be 99 cents.
Oh, nice.
All the comics, even the ones that were made for the mobile app. I'm not trying to sponsor them, but fucking make yourself an account and buy as many comics as you can. I know I'm going to, because if it's next month, that's when Omega Hulk comes out.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be fucking sorted. Pardon my French.
I could get fucking
Everything you wanted.
female Thor.
Is that next month?
I don't know. I was just trying to make the fanboys angry.
Well, depending on how they do Thor losing the rights to the hammer, it'll be interesting.
See, is it a new character or is it?
It's a new character.
Right.
Thor turns unworthy of holding Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. You play Halo, Chris. God damn it.
Oh shit! Let me just realised that.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
But he loses the worth. The worth.
The worth?
Fuck the amount of times I just said the worth the same way there.
Worthiness.
Yeah, the worthiness. He loses the worthiness of holding the hammer. I can't remember. Well, I don't know if it's been told yet. I'll need to look that up. But he loses it, and then a new Thor has to be chosen, and it just happens to be this woman called Thor.
But she's also called Thor.
I think she's called Thor, or she gets named Thor.
She's called Thora.
Fuck, I don't know. Could be. Did we talk about? I know I'm going off topic. I was trying not to. But last week, did we talk about Blackton America?
Blackton, what the hell, Chris?
But did we?
I can't recall, but I'm really happy about that. I think it's pretty awesome because I mean, if anyone was going to become the new Captain America, it would be Sam Wilson. It would be the Falcon because I mean they've always been partners.
Well, so is the Captain and Bucky.
Well, yeah, that was like World War times,
Oh, but he's back.
Yeah, but now he's like roguish.
He's a contract killer, basically.
Yeah.
But back to the point. We need to stop doing that.
Yeah. Iron Man's like a bad guy now.
Lineup of the new Marvel release dates announced.
Yeah.
You know more about this.
Oh, I mean, I don't know too much because
you know more than me.
We don't know the actual films yet. We might find out tonight. Like when we're recording this, we don't know the films, but Hall H, Marvel's panel at Hall H is tonight.
They're doing some big announcements tonight.
Possibly Phase 3, like announcing what the films are. Oh, I so hope they tell us.
I think it was our second episode. We
had the possible lineup.
Oh, that'd be good.
That would be great.
Yeah, we could credit ourselves.
Yeah.
For
we said it first.
Well, we didn't really. We said it after someone else said it, hearing it from someone else that heard it from a guy that they knew from their cousin sister. I don't know.
Chinese whispers.
It pretty much gets like that when things are getting released. Like you get told one thing and then the third person says it's in your underwear.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's on your underwear.
A talking dragon in your underwear, Chris. Yeah, that's
suddenly smog.
And all that comes from. Yeah, did you hear? I bought a cake today. Anyway.
Anyway.
The Marvel had already announced 2 films for 2016. This was a few months ago. 2 films for 2016 and 1 film for 2017. We know the first film in 2016 is Captain America 3.
Yes.
Right. But now they've announced 2 more films for 2017.
Okay.
3 films for 2018. And 1 film for 2019.
This sounds really familiar. Did we talk about this last week?
I don't think so. But think about that for a minute. 2017 and 2018. That's Marvel starting 3 films a year.
If they keep that up.
That's wow, they're really up in their game. Do you think this is maybe because that Nicky Fink leak about the DC lineup had 3 films each year? Do you think it's...
Maybe they're trying to compete with them.
Yeah.
But interesting to see.
What would you like to see? Because I mean...
Well, there's points later on that I'd like to see.
Yeah, I think we know which one of them's going to be, which is our next topic of discussion actually.
Yes.
James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, officially confirmed to write and direct Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Yeah.
It's coming out at the end of the month.
I know. Have you seen the reviews for it?
They're all brilliant.
Yeah.
There's hardly a bad thing said about it.
I still want to know what Nathan Fillion is in Guardians.
I'm quite sad that he's like aliened up.
Is he?
Yeah.
Do you know his cameo?
I thought it was you that told me.
No, I didn't know.
I think someone told me.
Or
I dreamt of this and it's shining out Mars. I think his face gets prosthetic-ed.
Aww.
So it's not what we hoped it would be of Serenity flying by or anything like that.
I kind of hoped he was Nova. Like, you know how
that would have been interesting.
Because the Nova Corps are in this, but actual Nova, Nathan Fillion, that would have been awesome.
That would have been interesting. I never thought of that.
God damn it. But still, cameo's better than nothing.
Yeah.
At least we got him in a Marvel movie.
At least we get to see him again. I just think it's brilliant that everything he's been in recently, or most things, he will basically turn round to the camera and it'll be I hate when things get cancelled.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing I saw him do that in was the second Percy Jackson film, where they're standing talking about a programme, and it's just the way he kind of goes, yeah, I like that show, turns to the camera, I hate it when shows I like get cancelled, and then smiles, and you're just sitting there going, oh my god, why no.
Meta.
Fucking Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
He's basically nerd god.
Yeah, he really is. He's up there with like Joss Whedon. He's like, they're on par, I'd say. It's funny because they always work together.
I'm sad as well because I'm sitting watching Firefly just now.
Why'd you do it to yourself, Chris? Why'd you do it?
Because I love the show.
But it hurts.
I know it hurts.
Love hurts. What do you think of James Gunn coming back? Are you happy? Sad?
Well, I'll need to see how this film was.
Have you seen any of his other films?
Probably. I just didn't really know if it was him directing them.
Slither.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Super.
Doesn't sound familiar.
There was another one, but I can't remember. But
doesn't sound familiar.
Super was a pretty cool film.
What was it about?
Ellen Page raping a guy who dresses up like a superhero.
I may need to find that film.
Yeah, it's a really weird scene as well. For anyone listening who has watched the film, she literally goes, "It's all gushy," and that's all I'm gonna say.
What?
I know it's
okay.
It's actually a good film.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. Onwards to more Marvel.
Next topic.
Because of Comic-Con, Marvel released 2 official posters, Comic-Con exclusive posters for Age of Ultron and Ant-Man.
I've seen the Ant-Man one. I'm just not sure about the Age of Ultron one because I've seen concept posters.
It's concept art, concept posters for both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was Stark, Black Widow. You saw the Hulk's arm.
It's a puzzle piece.
Yeah, and they're kind of getting attacked by Ultron drones.
Yeah, it's like just they're being drowned in Ultron bots, and it's like, whoa.
I really want to see it.
I know, it's just tonight, man. Possibly tonight at Marvel's panel. There's got to be something for Age of Ultron. Maybe a trailer.
I know. Oh, the amount of nerdgasm is going to happen.
See if a trailer gets released online tonight for Age of Ultron. Dear God in heaven.
I'm going to cry. But it'll be tears of joy.
Yeah. Did you like the posters?
The Ant-Man one, I'm not too sure about it.
Were you expecting anything different?
Yes. It's too... I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know, back in ye old when films were just getting into Technicolor and the kind of posters that they made for them.
Yeah, like the really trippy ones.
It kind of looks like one of them.
Really?
I preferred if it kind of wasn't like that.
I tend to like ye olden posters.
Ye olden that's the only way I can think of it.
When I look at the Ant-Man poster, I don't think that.
It's a good poster, don't get me wrong.
I
it's
thought
just...
it was okay. I'm just not excited for Ant-Man in general.
Neither am I, really.
I used to be, but then Edgar Wright left.
I saw like test footage years ago for
it. Yeah, the elevator stuff.
Where he was running up a corridor.
That was brilliant.
That was like the first test footage that got leaked. How many years ago was that though?
Like 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah. And then like it suddenly got re-released a few months ago. Like, oh, look at this new footage.
It's official.
Yeah.
And
yeah. But since then, it's just...
Even the costume was cool.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, the costume's cool.
I Edgar Wright was the reason I was excited for Ant-Man, because the only interesting thing about Ant-Man is he created Ultron, which in the films we know he doesn't do anymore, and he's a wife beater. Not a good thing, but an interesting thing.
Oh, the Wasp.
Yeah, just like turn around and slapping her, like forever hated in comics.
Oh, I feel it was.
And but you know, he doesn't create Ultron. I don't even know if Wasp is in the film. And Edgar Wright, the guy who I love, brilliant director, isn't doing the film anymore. I'm not interested in the film anymore.
Oh well. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Oh, fuck.
Technical difficulties.
I know, technical difficulties. Computer wanted to sit up with me then.
Yeah, moving on to another film, which I am positive is going to be announced tonight.
This, I've seen, I don't know how many Doctor Strange cameos in every Marvel thing that I've watched. Like, again, it's like the animated films, the Hulk original animated series.
Oh yeah, he was in that.
He was in that when Hulk got possessed and turned into Dark Hulk.
Was it like a Black Hulk?
It was a Purple Hulk.
A Purple Hulk.
And you say I'm the racist one.
I wasn't being racist. Why can't there be a Black Hulk? Hey Chris, eh?
There probably is.
Probably, yeah.
Um,
Unite the Rainbow Hulks.
What else is there? There's been the Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man's.
He was in
probably the original Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was in the 90s show.
All the comics. He has had his own comic series. I've read his origins, and like this, if they do it right, it'll be a brilliant film.
They're going for a horror vibe as well. Like Ant-Man is going to be a comedy, and
really,
yeah, it's a superhero comedy. Doctor Strange is a superhero horror. That's how they're going. That's what they're going for.
I'm going to enjoy that.
The director is Scott Derrickson, the man who created a film called Sinister.
I think I've seen that.
I haven't seen it, but it's all about this weird guy with a face, and if you see the face, then
Weird guy with a face. I think that narrows down any film.
I haven't seen it, so I can't. Ethan Hawke's in it. I know that.
Oh well. But
yeah.
what do you think of the casting?
Well, it's not
Saying I can't really say his name properly.
We talked about some people who were like in the run for the role, but
And who we would like to see, but this is who's. There's talks that this guy's been cast as him.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, folks.
Not Jacqueline Phoenix. Joaquin,
yeah, perfect. You'll know him best probably from he played Emperor Commodus in Gladiator.
Or if you're into the kind of thing, he was Johnny Cash in Walk the Line.
Oh yes, so he was.
That was a brilliant film.
He was in that new film, Her, where he falls in love with his operating system. I really want to see that film.
That sounds like some cybernetic shot.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the near future where think Siri, but it's a lot more advanced.
Siri with adaptable fleshlight.
No, I don't think there's an actual like body. I think it's just Scarlett Johansson's voice, and
that would do me fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Joaquin Phoenix apparently in talks to play Doctor Strange. He looks the part. He does the part, and he was caught. He was caught in comic book shops shopping for Doctor Strange comics.
Was he not in a film where he had to play a magician?
Help me out here.
I don't know. I think I've seen him play a magician before, and he did pretty good.
By any chance, are you thinking of The Illusionist?
Possibly.
That wasn't Joaquin Phoenix. That was Edward Norton.
No, not that one. Although he did pretty good in that role.
Yeah, haven't seen it.
There was another one. I could be completely wrong and just imagine them, but if it's my imagination, then he'll do brilliant.
He's a pretty great actor. He was like apparently in the running to play Lex Luthor in Dawn of Justice before
Mark Zuckerberg.
Jesse Eisenberg got the role.
Speaking of Spider-Man, is it? No, that's fucking Superman.
From a different kind of Marvel from Marvel to a different kind of Marvel. The Amazing Spider-Man franchise.
A lot's happened in that recently. There has been pushbacks and cancellations and all that.
Not exactly cancellations, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't exactly received well.
No, there's a lot of bad reviews for that.
Have you seen it yet?
Still to see it.
See, we talked about this in one of our earlier episodes. I've seen it, and I gave it like a good review. I said I had a lot of problems with it, and I do like it, but it does have a lot of problems, man. It's
because you said
it's
there was things for the
bipolar.
trailers that wasn't in the film.
At least
They
40 minutes.
Basically changed the plot
from that thing.
of like Parker being turned into Spider-Man on purpose, all that kind of things.
It's really a mess. And you want to worry? Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 3 was supposed to come out in 2016, followed by Amazing Spider-Man 4 in 2018. Now we have the spin-off film, Sinister Six.
That'll be brilliant, depending
Maybe.
on how it's done.
Sinister Six for 2016, and Amazing Spider-Man 3 has now been pushed back to 2018.
If you don't know who the Sinister Six is, it's Doctor Octopus, Vulture, I think
Electro,
Mysterio,
Mysterio, yeah.
Mysterio,
Well,
Sandman.
Their members have changed through the years quite a lot.
I think they're doing the original.
Craven and Chameleon.
Craven. Like I'm counting 7 in my head. They're basically the villains of Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like
Just pick a handful and they've probably been in it.
I think the Avengers of bad guys, of Spider-Man bad guys.
Spider-Man he can beat them up quite easily, so they're not that much of a threat.
Well, in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, which was awesome, the only way he could beat them the first time around was with the Venom suit, which was pretty cool.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh, it was a great
cartoon.
TV show. Only lasted
That was
2
with
seasons.
Fat Man Kingpin.
Yeah,
Kingpin was in it.
Kingpin wasn't in.
What was the animated series with Kingpin in it?
The 90s one.
I grew up to that one.
Yeah, same. Spectacular Spider-Man's much better though.
Fair enough.
And I can say that with nostalgic love for the 90s show. You should check Spectacular out, it's great.
The amount of things you've told me to check out, I go, yeah, I'll do that.
You
When we're
never
finished, I'm
do.
just like, what?
He never does. He makes me cry. But yeah, Sinister Six. I don't know. The guy writing and directing is good. He did Cabin in the Woods,
Ooh,
which was an interesting
that's
film.
a brilliant film as well.
Joss Whedon was involved with that.
Had to be.
And yeah, he's good, but everything I didn't like about Amazing Spider-Man 2 had to do with the setup for
really?
Sinister Six.
Oh.
Like everything else, like the character stuff between Peter and Gwen and Harry and even Electro, all that stuff was great. It was the setup for future films like Sinister Six
Yeah.
that didn't work, and so that kind of worries me. I mean, Amazing Spider-Man 2 failed with only 2.5 villains. Sinister Six has 6.
Well, probably have more than 6.
Probably, yeah.
Well, just need to wait and see, really. 2016 it comes out, so
2 years away.
Yeah.
What about that? Fucking 4 years between Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Amazing Spider-Man 3.
they might like try and rush it and bring it out so they can get the original for Amazing Spider-Man 4 to be out on 2018.
If they rush it though, then that's not gonna help.
Yeah, true.
I still love Spider-Man though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with Marvel just now and go on to DC.
Woo!
Batfleck.
Oh my god, man! Oh my god.
His new cowl, like the head and cape, has been revealed.
Yeah.
There was a close up
New picture.
of him wearing it
In colour this time.
in colour, and he's got frowny eyebrows kind of etched into it, so he's always got a permanent scowl on.
Which Batman should, I think.
Yeah. So it basically is Batman Returns.
Oh, Dark
Knight Returns, sorry.
Batman Returns, a very different film.
Yeah. Dark Knight Returns, where it is Old Man Bruce.
And he's got like the stubble and everything.
Yeah, he's got the proper like chin butt.
The
jaw.
chin was amazing.
And he's got the stubble for it. Although they've not done what I thought they would do, and which I was really excited for, in the white eyes.
Oh,
they've not done that.
The white eyes would have been great.
They've gone with the mascara kind of painted on.
See, the white eyes, like having lenses or whatever, that would have been different, so it would have been cool to see. But
Maybe they'll make a jab at it and be like, oh no, I won't do that.
did you like the picture?
I did.
It was good. It was good.
It's not made of like in the original Batman's, the cowl was always made of rubber, so they had to kind of move their whole body when they were looking somewhere. Then with Christian Bale,
The Dark Knight. Yeah.
it was kind of, he changed it about so he could have
It was like a
kind
suit of armor.
it was like Clayton, yeah. He could turn his head and everything. This cowl isn't made of rubber, and it's not a chain mail type of thing.
What's it made of?
It's made of a leather kind of blend.
Mm.
So there is, like, it's all one sheet of leather, kind of shaped to the cowl and the cape.
So he can move. He's flexible.
We just really need to wait and see. But if it is that a type of leather, he'll be able to move his head. So you won't need to kind of full body turn to people.
Yeah, that was something I really liked about The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, that he could move, you know.
It wasn't like an acrobatic show just to turn around and talk to somebody.
I thought the picture was great. It doesn't show much, obviously, but you know, it's just a small picture of his head, but it's brilliant.
It really is.
I think he's going to be one of the best Batman, to be honest.
I think so too. I think this is him really making up for Daredevil.
Yeah. To be fair though, and this may be controversial of me to say, I don't think Daredevil was his fault.
No.
I think that was the script and the directing that, you know.
The way they made Daredevil, it was sad at the start with the dad dying and everything, but that was the backstory. And then they kind of made it a love story of a love type comedy between him and Elektra.
A weird superhero rom-com.
Yeah. I think if they made the film more gritty and kept...
Which I think they're going for with the TV show.
Yeah, the TV show will be brilliant.
Yeah, I like the casting they've done so far. All the casting looks great.
It does. Right, back on the point, the cowl with the car. Oh, will be good.
The car looks great in that other photo we've seen, you know, the black and white one. It's like a mix between the Tim Burton Michael Keaton Batmobile and the Christian Bale Batmobile. It's like with a little bit of Arkham City thrown in as well.
Do you think the Bat Tank will appear, like from the Dark Knight Returns?
Oh, the massive that'd be that would be great.
It would be.
I kind of hope Carrie Kelly's in there as well.
Well, if it is going to be an older Batman, there will be the points where, if they keep to it, he'll be mourning for Robin.
Jason Todd.
Yeah. And like past
Robin's
possibly son, stuff like that.
We're actually going to be talking about Jason Todd in a little bit.
Are we?
Yep.
Just read over that. Still in the DC universe. On to the next thing.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Currently, I think last night was the premiere for Hercules,
which I really want to be a good film.
I know. I don't want it to be all corny and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to pull it off.
Brett Ratner though, I hate that guy. Fucking X-Men free.
By him and the DC universe are quite pally just now, you could say.
He's got a role. He's basically said, yeah.
He's got a role.
Says it's going to be announced. Maybe, hopefully tonight as well.
The way The Rock's playing it is, he put up on his Twitter the other day a picture of Superman, Black Adam, and Shazam fighting.
I never seen that. Oh, he's a dirty bastard.
And the caption was something like, "Oh, which one am I?"
Seriously,
it was really kind of playing at
what
it.
a bastard! Brilliant bastard.
There's kind of speculations that he's going to be Black Adam, or Shazam, or both of them.
Both.
Yeah, I know that's basically impossible.
No,
but
I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but
I think if they were going for The Rock, I don't really see him as a superhero.
Yeah,
in the red Shazam suit. I see him more in the Black Adam suit.
You see The Rock more as Black Adam?
Yeah. Think about it, how good would that be? Instead of seeing him in a tight red suit.
Well, it doesn't mean they're gonna do that in the film.
I don't know, they never really do, keep to the costumes.
Maybe he is Shazam, but they give him Black Adam's outfit.
See that silence there? That was a no.
Okay then. Well, I mean, they change things up, you know. I mean, look at the Man of Steel outfit compared to like the traditional.
So the way they went with that was pretty smart.
I love the Man of Steel outfit.
I'm glad he finally learned to wear his undies on the inside.
Yeah, I've always hated that. I always hated the outside underwear. Even in the comics now, he doesn't wear them.
Does it?
No,
That's
neither does Batman.
Oh yeah, Batman did that for a while.
Yeah. Batman's done a lot of weird stuff in the comics over the years.
Sharing a bed with Robin.
I know, and fighting aliens in the 50s. Batman got weird.
Oh god, he did.
Then the Dark Knight Returns came along.
Which kind of helped.
Yeah.
Still in the DC universe.
Yeah.
Chris Terrio?
Yeah, the writer of Oscar-winning writer of Argo.
Oh yeah.
Directed by Ben Affleck. Yeah, he wrote the second script, the rewrite of Dawn of Justice.
Did he?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So when we see Dawn of Justice, David S. Goyer, who wrote Man of Steel and helped write the Dark Knight trilogy, wrote the first draft for Dawn of Justice, but then Chris Terrio was brought on board to rewrite it. Yeah, basically he's being courted, shall we say, to write Justice League. And that makes a lot of sense to me, and I'm quite excited. I love Argo. Argo was amazing.
I think you told me. Well, you said to me you should check that out as well. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. Still to
you should see his checklist just nailed to the wall. Just like it's like, oh.
It's like when you see in cartoons. Here's your list of crimes. The scroll rolls away down the stairs, fucking onto the street.
Just everything Chris needs to catch up with.
Where are we? DC animated Batman versus Robin.
Yeah. Oh, don't rush ahead now, Chris. You know. Yeah. DC.
Sorry, this is me just reading this for the first time.
I gave it to you to read.
I glanced over it. I didn't really read it. I'm sorry.
That's your failing. Yeah. DC kind of announced their 2 new animated films because they bring out a few each year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The first one is Batman versus Robin, which is going to be loosely based on Court of Owls.
Never heard of it.
Really?
Yes!
Okay! It was, when the New 52 started,
yeah.
Scott Snyder's Batman's first arc was called Court of Owls. It was about Batman going up against an organisation called the Court of Owls, who are ancient rulers of Gotham. They've always been there. And they are, if I remember right, they're possibly behind the death of Bruce's parents.
Oh.
Yeah. It was brilliant. The comic was sensational. It was great. There was also like a thing between the court and Nightwing as well, which was rather interesting.
Was he working for them or something?
No, it was he was connected to them in a way that he never knew about.
Well, his mum and dad worked for them?
Something along those lines.
Well, I guess.
Not exactly, but something along those lines. It was a freaking amazing. And there's a twist at the end which you will never see coming. And
Batman's in a mental hospital?
No.
The Joker's his brother?
I won't spoil it, but the comic is great. And
if I get hand on heart. If I get a chance, I'll read it.
Yeah, I'd really recommend it. All the New 52 Batman comics are great. From Scott Snyder, anyway. Yeah, basically, it's apparently it's going to be an original story, but loosely based on Court of Owls. Kind of like what Dawn of Justice is. It's an original story with Superman and Batman, but it's inspired by Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
And then we got Justice League Gods and Monsters, which is also an original story.
Is that going to be set after
Throne of Atlantis?
Throne of Atlantis, that's it.
No idea. There's no details about it, other than the fact it's being directed by Bruce Timm. He's coming back!
Who was he done?
What? You don't know Bruce Timm?
You know I'm not good with names.
He's the mastermind of the DC animated universe.
Oh, okay.
Batman the animated series, the Superman the animated series, Batman Beyond, the Justice League animated series.
Okay, yeah, I'll be glad for him to come back then.
And all of the good DC animated films.
Fair enough. Yeah, it'll be good to see him back.
How not fucking know Bruce Timm, man?
Because by the time the credits come up, I'm either asleep, drunk, or asleep.
Or both.
Or I'm eating, and I'm not really paying attention. Eating. I have food in my gob.
Oh, right. I thought for some reason you had been eating. It was like, what?
Yeah, he's just appeared and ran away. Ah, you're not reading this. Oh, no.
Are you looking forward to them? Because you're a big fan of the DC animated films.
The animated films, it'll be good to see. Because I really enjoyed Dark Knight Returns. I really want to see a sequel from that, but not from the comic, because you said the comic was terrible after that.
Dark Knight Strikes Again. It's not
so if they made another kind of story arc from that, I would like to see that. Same way Justice League War, and if Throne of Atlantis is like on the same wavelength as that would be really good.
Throne of Atlantis is the follow-up
in
War.
God and Monsters.
I don't know, because it's not based on any of the comics.
Superman usually gets compared to God.
Yeah.
Well, a god. I wouldn't say God. Then there's the other, like, Kryptonians on Earth. Well, Kryptonian, then clones on Earth.
Not just that, but there's the whole kind of thing like superheroes are like modern day gods.
Exactly. So it could mean like God and monsters. They're comparing some of them to gods, some of them to monsters, or they're comparing them to godly monsters.
Could be an interesting like morality thing. Like they try to save the world, but are they causing more damage?
More damage.
You know, and does that make them heroes or villains?
See, we could be saying this, and then it comes out, and it's like, oh no!
It's just like a big.
They're all sitting around a table going, yeah, cool, yeah. Film finished.
It's basically the end of Justice League Doom. Yeah, so moving on to Red Hood, like I said, Jason Todd. Do you like the Batman Arkham games, Chris?
I've never really played them. I played the demo for the first one and kind of thought, I don't like it.
Really?
I didn't like the... Everybody said it was brilliant, though, the fighting style and everything.
Not just that, the story's amazing.
I couldn't get into it.
It had the voice cast of the animated series.
I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. I love Batman stuff, but I couldn't get into that game.
I recommend that you try again.
I'll try again.
Like Arkham Asylum was great, and then Arkham City came out, and that was like perfect.
I'm actually looking forward to Arkham Knight.
Wow.
I've seen screenshots and videos and everything from that, and that I'm actually getting quite hyped for it.
Arkham Origins was good, but it had some problems.
Yeah, I've seen gameplay from it, and there is a lot of.
And it's still a pretty good game, I thought, but not inferior to the first two games. Arkham Knight looks sensational.
It does.
And basically, what we're getting at is it's been confirmed that Jason Todd, aka the Red Hood, is going to make his very first appearance in the Arkham series.
Is he?
As a playable character.
Ooh.
As a DLC, Red Hood Story Pack DLC.
Oh, that'll be good.
It's kind of. I think it's kind of like what Catwoman was in Arkham City. She was like a playable character, and she had like her own little story section in Arkham City. But you could also play her in like the challenge maps and whatnot. He looks cool as well. He looks different to what he does in like the comics and the animated film. His look is he wears like a leather jacket, and he has like a red bat symbol.
Huh.
And he's wearing like armour by the looks of it, and he's got like two guns, but he's wearing like a leather jacket and a red hood, like an actual red hood. But I think he wears a red mask as well.
Wasn't the Joker at one point before?
Yeah.
He was the Red Hood.
Well, we don't actually know Joker's definitive origin story.
Yeah, true.
But
I never really thought of explaining that to us properly.
One of the possible origins of Joker was that he was a guy who got involved with some criminals, and he pretended to be someone called the Red Hood, and he fell into a vat of acid and because of Batman and became the Joker. I
recently read a fan fiction where it was...
Should be careful who you say that to.
I should. It was it started off as Hannibal Lecter getting kind of carted into a cell, and the jailer was saying to him, "You're going to love who we're bunking you with," and he put him in, and he kind of took him off the kind of parcel jack they had him on, sat him down, and the jailer turned around and said something like, "Well, you two boys try and have fun," and he walked away. And then the way the story described it was like then suddenly a grin appeared, and it was the Joker.
Ha! Hannibal Lecter and the Joker.
And Hannibal he deduced that before the Joker was turned into the Joker, he was the Red Hood. He had a wife.
Yeah, that's from the Killing Joke.
Yep. Because his wife died, and he had no one to blame it on. Subconsciously, he blamed it on Batman, and that's why he hates him, but doesn't hate him at the same time.
It's kind of the Batman Joker relationship is just one of the best things in comics. I think it's so complex and brilliant. But shall we move on?
Yeah. What's this one? Next topic.
Some small Star Wars news, folks. Not much this week.
No, there's only two points on our list of Star Wars. That's a change.
Yeah. There's
you can take a spot.
Benedict Cumberbatch was at a panel at Comicon, in which he also talked about Doctor Strange because, he was in the running to play Doctor Strange. I think he kind of debunked it as well, which kind of adds more credence to the whole Joaquin Phoenix thing. He basically said, I'm not going to play Doctor Strange.
Flailing arms intensifies.
Oh, he would have been awesome as Doctor Strange, but then again, so could Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
He was talking about Star Wars and if he would have liked a role in Episode 7. And he's like, I've worked with JJ before, we're good friends, and but JJ's good at making something new, and I can't quite recall what he said, but he basically said, other than using Simon Pegg again, etc, etc, etc. And he basically kind of implied that he's using Simon Pegg in Star Wars.
God, what would he play?
Simon Pegg has been on set. It's confirmed that he was on set a few times.
He just plays a cornetto-shaped alien.
Have you seen the little comedy gag he did with Nick Frost, where Simon Pegg is C-3PO?
Oh yeah.
And that thing is fucking brilliant.
It's
so funny. Would you be up for seeing Simon Pegg in Star Wars?
Depends on what it is.
He's a huge Star Wars fan. Did you ever watch Spaced?
Spaced was a brilliant show.
Whereas
Spaced is one of the reasons that they made the Cornetto trilogy.
Oh really?
Yep.
I love that scene in Spaced where he's roaring at the camera about why someone likes the prequel trilogy against the original trilogy. It's like, you make me sick. You're not proper fans. And then the camera turns and it's like a little kid, and he's just roaring at this kid for liking Ewoks and prequels and Jar Jar.
I don't like Jar Jar.
Well, no one likes Jar Jar Binks.
I kinda like him for the comedy value.
He's a racist stereotype. He was based on old racial stereotypes from
He's a racial stereotype. He was based on racial stereotypes.
Like, you know those kind of characters you get in old Looney Tunes cartoons that are clearly based on black people.
So all of every Looney Tune made.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. But we're going off topic. We went from Star Wars to Looney Tunes.
I'd be up for Simon Pegg in Star Wars.
Basically, Cumberbatch kind of hinted towards Simon Pegg being in the next Star Wars,
which would be cool.
Be interesting.
A new Star Wars book was announced by Del Rey.
Was this one? Would this one be canon?
Yes, yes, this one's canon.
Or was it Star Wars Legends?
No, this is canon. They're all canon now. Except for the Legends ones. Anything that came before is Legends. Everything that comes out now is canon.
Okay.
This new book doesn't have a title, but it's based on the Clone Wars.
Right.
It's a book focusing on Asajj Ventress, who was Count Dooku's apprentice, but through the Clone Wars she became a good guy. She became a bounty hunter.
Fair enough.
And she's one of the most interesting characters in the show. She's brilliant. And it's about her and Quinlan Voss, who's like a fan favourite Jedi character.
Yeah. And
it's based on an unproduced script from the Clone Wars that never got produced because it got cancelled early. And
I made you saying that.
Which they kind of did with the Darth Maul Son of Dathomir comic. They took the script and made it into a comic, and now they're taking the script for this and making it into a novel. So I can't wait for that. Should be good.
Oh, this one, Halo Nightfall trailer.
The Ridley Scott produced film type thing that kind of like Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah,
which
it leads up to Halo 5.
It explains the backstory of Agent Locke.
I saw like I was scrolling through my subscriptions and YouTube, scrolling through going, okay, Minecraft, and there's someone talking about that. And I saw it, I was like, Halo Nightfall trailer. Okay, keep scrolling. And in my head it was like, did that? Go back. Went on it, watched it. I don't know how many times I watched that.
Oh, it was pretty good. What do you think of the guy playing Locke?
That'll be interesting. I was just surprised to see the trailer, really.
It's
There was no cinematic releases of cutscenes for Halo 2 Anniversary. Have you seen them?
No.
Oh my Jesus.
Which scenes from it was
there was bits with Johnson. There was
Nice.
bits in. Okay, bear in mind I've played Halo 2 once,
Right.
so I can't really say the names of places. But it looked fucking fantastic.
Was the Graveman there?
They've not shown
Damn,
the
I want to
real-
see what the Graveman
the Grave Man.
The Graveman. This
You're
should be a superhero we make. The Graveman. He's just some old guy that digs up graves and it's like,
teenagers and all your
yeah,
pals.
he just yell. He sees the Power Rangers. Just like, you kids today.
There's been no news on that recently.
It's
They're fairly keeping the lid on it.
I want it to be good.
Same. Right, back on to. So the Halo Nightfall trailer, what do you think?
I liked it. It's, I quite liked Forward Unto Dawn, and they're doing the same thing with this.
Yeah.
But Ridley Scott is producing this, and
Yeah.
I love Ridley Scott, so I'm really excited. And
So,
Locke is a character I'm really curious about,
Same.
because he's basically going to be like, well, he's on the front cover of like Halo 5 Guardians, so he's clearly going to be a very important character.
He is.
But yeah, I can't wait. When's the release date again?
Yeah, I've watched the trailer so many times, and I've never even
It's
noticed.
the one part you don't look at. It's but yeah, we're both excited for Halo Nightfall.
Oh god, yes.
It should end with like just Bane coming along and breaking Master Chief's back.
Do you know? I don't know how many times I've seen the Lego Movie, and I don't like recently I decided to put the subtitles on it just to listen to it.
I've not seen Lego Movie.
And I'm going to shut up now because he hasn't seen the Lego Movie. And
No spoilers.
never mind then. I'll talk about that at some other point when he's seen it.
She's like the cat meme. It's like no. Doctor Who.
Next topic.
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Stephen Moffat's been talking more about series 8, and yeah, he's kind of speaking to SFX magazine. He gave brief descriptions of each episode of series 8.
Wait, was it last week we talked about the first 5?
Yeah, the leaked scripts, and we talked about the titles for each episode.
Right, okay.
Yeah, no spoilers.
But we sit and talk about it, and then afterwards I'm like, what did what?
Yeah, I actually kind of know the rumored titles for all the episodes now.
Fair enough.
I don't think you want to know them.
Not in the slightest. I'll just sit with my fingers in my ears at this bit.
Well, I won't say the titles.
Okay.
I won't
Well,
say
we're
the
gonna help
titles. I won't say the titles, but
No, I'll just say all the summaries.
do you want to hear the descriptions?
I'm going to the
It doesn't say
chap the door when you're ready for me to come back in.
There's no spoilers though.
Just chap the door when you're ready for me to come back in.
You said you were up for them. So yeah, episode 1. This is what he says: Clara trying to cope with her best friend being someone else, and it features a terrifying monster. Episode 2, gritty Dalek episode that goes into the last place in the universe the Doctor should be. Episode 3, very funny Robin Hood story all about being a hero and whether the Doctor is a good man. Episode 4, The story of a date and the Doctor having what appears to be a mild nervous breakdown. Tiny guest cast, no CGI. A bit of coupling, quite scary. Okay. Episode 5. A Doctor Who heist movie with a cracking monster, one of Neil Gorton's best. Neil Gorton is a creature designer for anyone wondering. Episode 6. What effect would shipping away with the Doctor have on your life? Slipping away, sorry. What effect would slipping away with the Doctor have on your life? A hoot with some serious bits. A bit like The Lodger. Conveniently, the episode is written by Gareth Roberts, the same man who wrote The Lodger. Episode 7. Proper drama with monsters and all the Doctor Who stuff that you could want. Also features a callback to a past episode. Sort of. Mummy on the Orient Express. Oh, episode 8, I mean. Moffat playing the long game with a callback to something from Matt's first series. A brilliant idea of a monster. Foxes singing. And when I say foxes, I don't mean the animal fox, I mean a singer called Foxes. Episode 9. A horror story that starts off with a very cute idea and becomes really quite frightening by the end. One of the best ever sight gags in it. Episode 10. Boldly beautiful, lyrical and poetic. A fairy tale, but not Moffat fairy tale. Quite different with a clever main visual idea. And episodes 11 and 12. There is no episode 13 in this series. It's an episode short. But to compensate, the first episode, Deep Breath, is a feature length episode. It's much longer to compensate, which is awesome. Episodes 11 and 12. High octane action with Cybermen and some proper unit stuff. Strong emotional story about Clara and the Doctor and the fact that the way they interact might not be healthy for everyone around them. You can come back in, Chris.
Are you done ruining everybody's things?
You didn't. How did I ruin everything? I asked you before we did this. Are you okay with me saying these descriptions? You were like, yeah, go for it.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, there was no spoiler. It was just like he gave a synopsis for each episode.
I want to hear it. So you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So what are we on now?
We are crap. I thought.
Right, you should have fixed the page.
I don't see you with your notebook about our topics.
Well, you're the one that's got a copy. So.
Well, shush.
Yeah. So what are we on next?
More Stephen Moffat.
What's he done this time?
Sherlock.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
This is kind of old now. It's not about Comic-Con, but yeah, Sherlock is coming back. Yeah.
Did we not talk about that?
I don't think we did.
I think we did.
Because
sure? It sounds really familiar.
I think we may have mentioned it, but I don't think we mentioned it as we were recording. But I'm not sure. And even if we did mention it, we'll mention it again.
Oh, okay, on you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Sherlock is officially come back for Series 4. We knew it was coming back, but now it's got a date.
I think the first time I saw Sherlock was I was drunk off my face, staying at one of our friends' houses. Dale was there.
Oh, I remember this.
Everybody, well, most people left, went home. The people's house we were staying at, they went upstairs to their bed. And I thought, okay, I'm quite drunk. I'll lie on the couch, I'll try and get some sleep, I'll sleep it off so I'm okay in the morning. In waltzes Dale.
I mean, waltzes, I was lying on the couch.
Chris, we need to watch Sherlock, and you're not going to sleep until you've watched at least the first episode.
He sits on a throne of lies, people, this is not how it happened.
So I'm just kind of lying there going, okay, I'll watch it.
What do you mean watch it? You were up watching it, you were quite into it.
About halfway through the first episode I was hooked.
It's pretty. Have you watched all of it since?
No.
Oh, right.
It's me. Of course, I've not watched any of it yet since.
It was he kept thinking that Mark Gatiss's character was like, oh, he's Moriarty, and I'm like, I was wasted at the time in Jack Daniels, so I was like, are you sure, Chris? Is there no one else it could be? Give me that drink.
I think we got like through the first season, and at that point I was dead.
Was it? Did we watch the full series? Full first series?
I think we did.
Wow. What would that took us to like 5 in the morning or
I
something?
did.
I thought it was only the first episode we watched.
Nope. That's probably when you went to sleep.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's a special episode is coming out.
Will it be a feature length or something?
Probably, yeah. Well, all Sherlock episodes are feature length.
Yeah, true. A feature length.
Yeah. It's being made in it's coming out early 2015, I think. The special, and series 4 will be out in 2016, which keeps in with the whole 2 years between each series.
Fair enough. If they keep to a good schedule, then.
Yeah, I love Sherlock. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. And
Cumberbatch, they really did hit the nail on him choosing him as Sherlock.
Perfect. And Martin Freeman is pretty great as John Watson.
Speaking of him,
yes, that's a brilliant segue.
It is.
I never even realised
it's like
that.
one of a proper segue that we've never managed to do before.
I literally didn't even realise that The Hobbit was right after this.
The first Hobbit. No, the first Hobbit. The
ruined it, Chris. You ruined it.
The Hobbit movie that's coming out, the Battle of the Five Armies.
Yeah.
Recently,
The final.
as in like 2 days ago, possibly, or even yesterday.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
The first poster has been released for it.
Yep.
And it looks brilliant.
It does, man. It
The
really
way
does.
Dale explained it, like, literally before we started recording, it was in the other posters they've kind of teased what the dragon looks like. Yeah, we saw him in the last film, so that gave them the brilliant excuse of just putting him slap bang in the sky, looking straight at you.
Yeah, every poster for like Desolation of Smaug, all you would see is like the eye or the tail or maybe the wing. Very first poster for the third film, it's just full on.
Oh hi, I'm a dragon.
Yeah, and then just Bard the Bowman, just like no.
Oh fuck. Yeah, the first poster. Hopefully the rest of the posters keep up with that.
Yeah, because Lake Town is getting fucked in that poster. It's like it looks like he's just walking through it, and as he walks, the town is just like
nope.
Yeah, it's just a great poster.
Okay, this is something I've not heard or seen anything about.
See, I literally just seen this before I came up here.
Any good?
To record. It's not. It was like.
Well, we should probably explain what we're talking about first.
Yeah.
The first look at the Thing in the new Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, the reboot. Well, basically, Jamie Bell is playing Ben Grimm. Jamie Bell, you know from Billy Elliot and Tintin. Yeah, he was also in the film called Jumper.
Oh yes, it was.
He's playing Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, and he's been mocap CGI rather than what they did in the other films where it was a guy in a suit.
So it's going to be a motion capture thing.
Yeah, like Caesar from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Gollum, you know.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll look much better, I think, than a fucking idiot in a suit. I hated those fucking Fantastic Four films.
But anyway, how does it look?
It was like a model for the visual effects guys to see what the lighting would look like.
Yeah.
And it was on set and it was photographed. It looks really kind of cool.
It's not the same kind of blocky fashion as...
No, it is what the Thing would look like.
No, but like the previous movie, it's not the same blocky fashion.
It looks quite different, but it's still the Thing.
Yeah.
You look at it and it's like... He doesn't look orange, he's not bright orange, he looked kind of like... How to describe it?
Stony?
Like... greyish with a tinge of yellow in it.
So like proper stone?
No, not proper stone. It's like it was grey. Think yellow, but all the colour had been drained out of it.
So white?
No, but like it's hard to describe. Like a really dirty greyish yellow.
There you go. You just described it.
Okay then. And the blocks and it looked cool. If he ends up looking like that in the film,
you'll be happy.
the final, I'll be happy. Yeah, it's the rest of the film that kind of worries me.
Fair enough.
Any thoughts?
I've not seen it yet. So
are you looking forward to the new Fantastic Four?
Well, we touched on it the other podcast, and it just really depends on how they do it.
Yeah.
There's not been a plot or any hint of what the story's going to be, so until then, I'm not really too bothered what happens with it.
Fair enough.
Okay, this is one that you'll know more about than me.
I honestly don't know anything. I can't talk much about it because
Neither can I. I've never.
Well, for anyone listening, there's a game called The Last of Us.
There's a game.
For
The game, The Last of Us.
For PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And it's apparently sensational, but I haven't played it myself personally because I don't have a PlayStation.
Is that the?
It's about like the post-apocalyptic thing with the guy called Joel and he's protecting the little girl called Ellie.
Is that with the mushroom people?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've heard it's like one of the best games ever made.
The remastered versions came out.
That's the PlayStation 4 one, right?
Yeah. It looks brilliant.
And the PlayStation 3 one was pretty heralded as well. Heralded it? Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, there is a film was announced at Comicon, and it's been produced by Sam Raimi, no less. Original Spider-Man trilogy.
Nah, it's gonna be terrible.
Hey, the first two were good, in my opinion. I like the first two. He also did the Evil Dead films, and he did a film called Drag Me to Hell.
Oh,
and he also did Oz the Great and Powerful.
I love that film.
Yeah. It's, see, might not be terrible, will it? And he's not directing it; he's only producing it.
I know, but you had to start with Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
I like 1 and 2. Let's not talk about 3.
No, no.
Yeah, and not only that, but they kind of said who they would like to play Ellie in the film. And Maisie Williams, better known as Arya from Game of Thrones, who is a pretty damn good actress.
That would be brilliant.
Yeah, we're pretty big fans of Arya here, aren't we, Chris?
Yes, God, yes.
I can imagine her. Basically, her and the Hound in season 4 of Game of Thrones is basically what the Last of Us movie would be. It's them.
Well, just a little less sadistic.
Oh yeah. Though I hear Last of Us has got some pretty brutal stuff in it as well. But yeah, it's basically, you know, the little girl who can look after herself and this bum of a guy just going through this world that's trying to kill them all the time.
Do you know how it started? The Last of Us game.
How?
This is going on a really long time ago memory. There's someone playing it. I think it started off, you start off playing as his daughter, going through their house.
Oh.
Yeah. And
is this actually in the game?
Yeah.
No spoilers.
It's like you're trying to find him in the house, and then like he appears, he takes her into the truck, and they drive into town because they're being evacuated, and then just their town falls to shit. Like there's riots and everything going on. And then like it's
basically seeing the fall of society.
Yeah. Then like him, his brother, and I think it's his brother and his daughter try to get away. Then I think someone shoots his daughter.
Oh yeah, because that's not a spoiler.
Is it not? Something that I'm not too sure.
I specifically said no spoilers because I do aim to play the game eventually.
I'm sorry.
And what do you say like a minute later? And someone shoots his daughter, and it's like, oh.
No, I said I think. Oh. I said I think. I'm just gonna shut up now.
Oh, fuck you.
This will just be the end of the episode. Just fuck that. No, I'm done. That's it. Just silence from now on.
On to the fucking end question.
Tell her as well. That really is the end.
Oh yeah.
Actually.
It's our shortest episode yet, and we had more topics than ever before.
Wow.
How does that even work?
I honestly don't know.
To quote Tumblr, I can't even.
Abandoned thread.
Okay, I fucking hate myself for making that reference.
So end question, like we have.
Each episode.
Yeah. What do you think Fox's mystery movie in 2018 is?
Yeah, for anyone listening who doesn't know, a few months ago, Fox did released their lineup of films basically, and they had X-Men: Days of Future Past in 2014, of course, great film. They have the Fantastic Four reboot in 2015, followed by X-Men Apocalypse in 2016, followed by the Wolverine 2. If you want to be technical about it, it's technically free, but we don't count a certain Wolverine film.
Nope.
And fucking Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Tell me what you're saying.
Sorry, that film, man. Yeah, Wolverine 2 in 2017, and then the Fantastic Four 2, and they announced the sequel to the Fantastic Four reboot, even though the first one isn't out yet.
I suppose they can do that.
Yeah, it happens quite a lot now.
Yeah.
And but then also in 2017, Fantastic Four 2. But then there was one for 2018, but they never announced what it was. They just said it was a mystery project, but it is connected to either X-Men or Fantastic Four. So what do you think it could be? Do you think
I'd quite like it to be an X-Men thing. Seeing all the past films mean nothing now.
Yeah, it's
I'd like to see some like character development from like seeing that 1 and 2 don't mean anything, or 3. I'd like to see from like Rogue.
Yeah.
How did she get to the academy?
Maybe we'll see that in X-Men Apocalypse.
Maybe.
I doubt it, to be honest.
Because the only way she got to the academy was through
Wolverine.
Through Magneto wanting her.
Oh yeah. Well, none of that happened now, though.
Exactly. So how did she get to there?
I don't know. Everything's different now.
And then you've still got Scott.
I think Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Storm are all going to be in X-Men Apocalypse. That's not confirmed. I think, because have you seen Days of Future Past?
Yes.
I don't count this as a spoiler, but Wolverine does say to Professor X, find the X-Men, bring them together. Scott, Jean, Storm, etc. And Professor X says, I promise I will. So I think we're going to see young...
It's just the way it ended, and it was like, oh, you're a history teacher, so you're going to need to catch me up. But I'm kind of lost from... And I said the year, and it was just Xavier's face. He was like, oh, you're back. It's like, oh.
It was... it's my favourite superhero film ever.
Days of Future Past.
I even love it more than The Dark Knight.
I might have to agree with you.
Seriously?
Yeah, I saw it at the cinema and it was just...
Same.
Oh!
I cried so many times in that film. And I feel no shame in saying it. It's a stupendous film.
That's us.
Oh no, I never said
Oh,
that.
sorry.
So you'd like, what, a Rogue spin-off?
Well, not really a Rogue spin-off, just something X-Men-y.
Hmm.
Manly. Something to do with it.
X-Men-y.
X-Men-y.
It features many X-Men.
Something good.
See, I don't know what I'd like. I mean, could we see Deadpool? Could we see the rumoured X-Force movie? Could we see the rumoured Gambit movie? Or the rumoured Mystique movie?
The Gambit movie's not really rumoured anymore. They've got Channing Tatum casted for it. So
yeah, Channing Tatum cast in X-Men Apocalypse, but there was also rumours at one point that he would have his own film.
If they're casting him for it, they'll make a film for him.
Oh, even Jennifer Lawrence, there was rumours that they wanted a Mystique solo film because Jennifer Lawrence is like pretty huge now.
Yeah, they'll do that at some point. That won't be a mystery project.
Or could we see Avengers, Fox doing Marvel Disney Avengers style and like crossing the streams as it were?
Marvel Disney Avengers. Mickey Mouse with Captain America's shield.
Fox crossing the things they do on the rights to, like X-Men v Fantastic Four. Could we see that? No? You wouldn't want to see that? Worked for Marvel.
Oh, sorry. I'm shaking my head here. No, I wouldn't like to see that.
Yeah, really.
I'm sitting here shaking my head going,
It's like, they can't see you, Chris.
I'm tired, I'm sorry.
Maybe the reboot will fit in with the whole Mutant X-Men series. I mean, we've not seen the reboot, so...
No idea.
I don't know. I do want to see Deadpool done well, though.
Oh god, yes.
Yes. Because Deadpool hasn't been done yet. No. They've never touched Deadpool. There wasn't an attempt at Deadpool that failed drastically. No, there wasn't, Chris, was there?
Nope, never has been. Nope. Nope.
And that's the way it's going to
Never has been and probably never will be.
Just did a thing. X-Men Apocalypse, we're going to see the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah.
Do you think Deadpool could be one of the Horsemen?
He's not going to be one of the Horsemen.
Why?
Ancient Egypt.
Yeah, but he changes the Horsemen like as time goes on. Like he replaces them. Yeah, he does.
We're not going to see Deadpool in that.
Well, I mean,
He's not part of their license.
yeah, he is.
What?
Fox owns the rights to Deadpool. That's why he was in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh, shit,
I'm sorry for mentioning it.
I don't know then.
I don't know. I mean, surely they'll have Angel as a Horseman.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because the whole Archangel thing.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's pretty integral to the whole Apocalypse. Right?
We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm excited anyway. Have you had fun, Chris?
No, it's been shite.
Wow, he's in an excellent mood today. Christ.
No, it was good. It'll be interesting to see if we get feedback at all on the new microphone.
Well, again, this is recorded on Saturday, so by the time this is uploaded,
Saturday.
there may have been big announcements that we don't talk about in this video. We do apologise, folks.
We'll try and keep you on there. We'll try and keep you updated. Like I'll do solo info things. Dale will do solo info things. I'll get him to send them to me. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll work on something.
Yeah, I suspect we'll have a lot to talk about next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully Marvel Phase 3.
Oh god, yeah, please.
And the DC lineup. That would be great.
That would be brilliant.
Yeah, well, check us out on our Facebook page, The Infinite Geek, our YouTube channel, of course, The Infinite Geek. We're also on Twitter, at The Infinite Geek.
It's just a lot of just Google The Infinite Geek and we're probably there somewhere.
Yeah, it's check out our logo. We're updating our channel. You know, we're working on a channel video which I have a few ideas about, which I'll need to talk to you about, Chris. And
yeah, that'll probably help.
And yeah, like, subscribe. It really helps us out.
It does indeed. Do you know we actually have 9 subscribers now?
Oh wow! Awesome.
We went up 1.
And we're very happy for it, you know. Thank you very much, Phillips.
Because I was scrolling through the other day, and like it's usually at 8, and I had to look a few times. Like that's not an 8. It's a 9. Yes.
It digivolved.
It did.
And yeah, it's we're working on I think we mentioned this last episode, but we're working on a new series that will start in a few weeks.
Oh yeah, we're going to do Doctor Who reviews for the new episodes. They're possibly going to be video casts. I'm kind of
toying with the idea.
Toying with all my video equipment that I don't have. I'll work something out with that. I've got a few things I could try. Just really need to wait and see. If it's not through video, we'll try and animate not make animations. We'll try and make the podcast more animated through pictures and stuff.
We could do that with this, because I mean we talk about a lot of photos and posters. We could try putting them in this.
I don't. It means I need to sit and listen to it all and get the right bits.
Oh, I'm sorry if that's too much hard work for you.
It's too much hard work for me. I'd rather just put the intro on and fuck off.
Kids today, eh, folks?
I'm older than you.
Exactly. But yes, this has been fun. We should call this episode Comic-Con Strikes Back.
Spoilers. There might be Comic-Con. No. Spoiler warning plus Comic-Cons.
What?
Well, I've spoiled a few things. You've done the Doctor Who stuff.
That wasn't spoiler.
To me it was spoiled.
It was fucking the description.
I don't care.
And
I'll just make it called Comic-Con shite. Shizzle Wizzle.
we can't put that on YouTube.
Comic-Con Shizzle Wizzle.
Shizzle. We're not putting. They're not even.
I'm the one
words.
that names these. I am the one who doesn't knock.
You can't even.
I don't know.
You're not allowed to say
not
that.
watched it, so
You're the one that broke the promise.
we'll figure something out for the title.
All these references. But yes, it's thank you for listening.
Yep. And we'll catch you next week.
Yep. Au revoir, folks.
Bye.